Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Howard Logan. I'm also known as Abby. Today's topic of discussion will be the importance DACA recipients are to the United States economy and to the society. The reason I am talking about the subject today is because number one, it is dear to my heart, and number two, I myself am a DACA recipient, so I'm in the shoes of oh, my fellow 800,000 plus DACA recipients. So I know the position they're in, and I know how it would feel to be in their position with the current pandemic going on. Immigration has always been a sensitive topic of issue, especially with what's going on with the coronavirus, aka COVID 19 pandemic, and DACA healthcare workers being in the front lines. And so this subject is sensitive, in addition to the fact that Supreme Court is currently debating the discussion of DACA, and they will soon make a decision in June. So we are currently waiting on the Supreme Court's decision to see what they will decide. And regardless of their decision will affect DACA families and DACA recipients themselves and the United States economy and the education system. All the avenues that DACA pours into will be greatly affected. Now, what to better understand the benefits and further go on, we must first discuss what DACA is and who created DACA. DACA was a legislative immigration program implemented by Obama in 2012 of in 2012, and he used his executive order to implement it. According to the United States Citizenship and Immigration Services, DACA stands for Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. This is a deferred action for a period of 2 years that can also be renewed for a fee of $495, previously $465. It's like slowly everything is just increasing. Before you know it, it'll go through the roof. To divert a little bit tangent from the subject, I there was a current article that I actually read about Trump looking to increase fees in all avenues in immigration services, looking to increase DACA fee to about 1,000 plus. And when reading that article, I was like, oh goodness! Not only do we not have, not only has Congress not done anything, also they're looking to hike the fee. They're looking to deport us. Ooh, yeah, that's a lot going on. Back to DACA. That program can be renewed, and it is in exchange for protection. We give our information. The Obama administration promised to protect us, and so it was a fair exchange. And in order to qualify for DACA, there's certain qualifications you would have to meet first. First qualification is you have to be 31. You have to be under the age of 31 as of June 15th of 2012 to qualify for the program. Two, you have to be here at the age of before the age of 16. You had to have been residing in the United States physically since June 15th of 2007. No criminal records. You had to have been enrolled in school also. So once you meet those qualifications, you go on USCIS.gov, you apply for your DACA, you fill out your form. Now the very first form that came out was the initial form. It was the initial form with excuse me. It was the initial forms. Once you look at the form, it was only for the very first time DACA was implemented. So now after about 2 years, now they redid the form where the next set of DACA recipients were able to apply, and the ones who are renewing will automatically renew. Now, once you've done that, you pay your fee, send your form in, they send you a letter sending your biometrics. You get your biometrics done. You get your biometrics done to let you know, hey, we've done biometrics. You've been approved for deferred action. It's just a waiting game from then. About a month, no more than that, you should receive your work permit, your social security card. Now, further going on, who benefits from DACA? Number one, of course, we DACA recipients benefit from DACA, of course. We're able to get our social security card, we're able to go to school, we're finally able to file for FAFSA, we're able to get scholarships, and certain states such as California, Texas, and Washington State do have a separate DACA form for DACA recipients who have who can apply for state aid and who can apply for the state financial aid and actually get it. Not all 50 states do that, but California, Texas, and Washington State, as of right now, currently do that. Other states have given DACA permission for in-state to qualify for in-state tuition. Here in the state of Maryland, DACA has always been, you were always able to, the minute DACA has been implemented, you were able to get in-state tuition. Um, doing further research, according to AmericanPress.org, 91% of DACA who receive DACA are employed. After obtaining DACA, 64% of the 94% had better paying jobs, 54% found jobs in their current majors in education and training, and 56% moved to better working conditions. Another survey, according to the United States, according to AmericanPress.org, 65% of DACA put into the economy purchased the first cars, 16% purchased their first homes, and 72% working for Fortune 500 companies: Apple, Google, Walmart, JP Morgan Chase. Most are all in healthcare fields, working in hospitals, doing many things. The third benefit is that DACA pours into the education system. Now, prior to the implementation of DACA in 2012 by Obama, DACA recipients weren't able to go to college because we didn't qualify for, as I stated, in-state tuition. We couldn't fill out the FAFSA. So we had no way of going to school, providing for the family, and furthering our education. Now, with DACA, we're able to do all those things. 45% of DACA recipients are currently in school, actually. 42% are purchasing, or I said purchasing, 72% are pursuing bachelor's degrees in higher education: biochemistry, engineering, computer science, math, teaching, accounting, business administration, early childhood education. Most DACA recipients are being teachers or social work. As a result of this implementation, DACA was able to pour into the United States economy, into the education system, and are able to finance, able to be a financial help to their families. Some DACA recipients are sole financial contributors, meaning that they are the ones who are only able to contribute to help the family and pay the bills and stuff like that. Now, since the implementation of DACA has been doing great. Program has been growing. Everything's been going good. The minute Obama left in office and Trump took office, the first thing he proceeded to do was to rescind DACA. He rescinded DACA, and it's been a fight since. Court judges have stopped him, prevent him from stopping it, and it's been a war back and forth with Trump and the court, Trump versus DACA. So he took it to the Supreme Court. He said, "Hey, I feel that this is not legislative correct, and Obama didn't implement it right." Taking it to Supreme Court. Took it to Supreme Court. Supreme Court took up the case November 12th, 2019, and they're currently making a decision of they will make a decision as of June 2020. In conclusion, looking at these facts and personal stories, particularly myself, I feel that should be included in your discussion and focus on creating a pathway for citizenship for DACA. Not only that, also building on DACA. The fact that Obama created this program knowing that the benefits would outweigh the negative, I believe that we should continue building on Obama's creation and legislation and create a better future for current DACA and future DACA recipients. Thank you. Any questions? Please feel free to ask. Thank you.